Ben Affleck Octopus Attack 2032. He knows what he did. You don't know what he did, but he knows what he did. Merry Christmas, everybody, or whenever I get this video out. I am LeeTSimba and I want to talk to you about the Shonen Jump app. It's an app that people use to read Shonen Jump, and it's been out for 3 years. So I want to talk about, is it good? Is it bad? Should you get it? Is this legal? Let's find out. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you to hit the like button because it really helps the channel. And also, it's Christmas, bro. You're gonna really not hit the like button on Christmas? The Shonen Jump app is an app you can use to read manga on your phone. It's a manga that comes out in weekly Shonen Jump. It's available on Android and iOS. Now, personally, I've been using the manga for like a few years now, not right when it came out, but like maybe like a year or two I've been using it. Honestly, I read like most of the manga I do read, it does come from the app. As far as range on the app goes, it's got the modern class of Shonen Jump, your big three, your new supposed big three, your Black Clover, and even like old stuff that you've probably never even heard of before. Also, the app doesn't just have weekly Shonen Jump properties. They have stuff from Young Jump, Jump Plus, Jump SQ, but it's still mainly Shonen Jump. The way the interface works is there's the home section, the favorite section, the download section, and the purchases. And the home is cool because if you scroll, you can see the latest free chapters. The continue reading section is good because it just keeps track of all your manga. You have to search, you have to remember what chapter you're on. It just instantly knows for you. And if you scroll down on the home, you get other recommendations for manga and some volumes. I think the app's very good because it's got a download section. You can download up to 100 chapters of manga a day, and then after 7 days it expires, but you can still read 100 chapters of manga off download day. You can read as many as you want, but you can only download 100 a day. Also, that's purchases, because even though you could read the manga, you have to purchase if you want to get the full volume. For me, the best part of reading the app is how you actually read the manga itself. You just swipe and you click, you can double tap to zoom in. I like the interface of reading this more than any other thing I've used to read manga before. The only annoying thing I want to say about that is just when it comes to 2-page spreads, if you have a phone like this, you're only ever going to see one of the pages, so you have to turn it sideways to see the full thing, which is a bit annoying that you can't just zoom it out, but I still think it's pretty good in spite of that. The app only costs $1.99 a month for access to all the available chapters, but even if you don't pay for it, you can still download the app and read the first 3 and the last 2 chapters of every series. So if you get the app for a bit, if you catch up to a series, you can cancel the subscription and still stay caught up. But it does have some issues. This might sound minor, but I really hate how when you download a series, you can't do the whole thing. You have to do it chapter by chapter. So you'll press download this, and get a notification every time the download is done. I feel like I should just have a download all, or even if there's a 100 chapter limit, download 100 chapters of this or first 50 chapters of this, just something like that. So you don't have to spend as much time just clicking and clicking and clicking. Because the way I like to use is sometimes I'll just download a bunch of random manga and be I don't know what I want to read, so I'll just figure out something to read on the bus. But it's just a bit time consuming to have to download every single chapter. For the home section, outside of the latest free chapters in the continue reading section, everything else is just not worth your time. This says Jujutsu Kaisen 0, read it before the movie, dive deeper into the spirit world, which is a loosely, ghost genre, what's hot this week. I don't think these are good dividers, and you can't search for anything by genre. You can search for things by the title of the manga or by the name of the person who wrote it, but you can't search by genre. They don't divide things by genre, but these are really weak exceptions. Even though it's feature spheres from Shonen Jump, Young Jump, Jump SQ, just the entire Jump line of magazines, you can't get all of them, because Kaguya is a Jump title, and I'm pretty into that, but you could only buy the volumes for it. Series like Kaguya-sama and Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, you can't read them even though they're Shonen Jump properties. You have to buy the volume. There's not a lot of consistency, so maybe it's something the creator wants to do, but at the end of the day, it sucks that you get in the Jump app, but you can't even read the chapters of these series. Guys, they're trying to push volume sales. Also, there's been an issue with chapters missing. When Demon Slayer was airing, after episode 19 hit, I said, fuck it, manga. So I get the app and I'm looking at the Demon Slayer section, and there's maybe 100 chapters missing in between. And they said chapters are on backlog, we're working on filling this out. And in my mind was what could be so complicated because you own the whole thing? And I had to go somewhere else to read the section that was gone, but I was checking, it would update. It took months to actually update. It wasn't it's a 1 or 2 days when they don't have it. It's they went months without having 100 chapters of Demon Slayer. And it's slowly shrinked, and now it's all there. But I've seen this for some other series as well. There's a whole lot of Shonen Jump properties, but it just feels a little sad that we don't get all of it here, even though this is the place where you could officially read it, but they're still missing a huge amount of Jump catalog. And I think a reason for why so much is missing is because it ties into the licensing. Shueisha owns Shonen Jump and all of the Jump magazines, Jump Plus, Young Jump, Jump SQ, as we've been through before. But it seems the app only displays manga that is published by Viz Media over here in the West. And we're on that topic, there's actually a Viz Media app, and it looks exactly like the Shonen Jump app, seems to function the same way, except there's a few different titles that are different that are available, and I assume some titles that are not available on it. But they look the same. Viz publishes the Shonen Jump app. It just feels like I don't get why these two apps need to exist. But then there's a third app. It's called Manga. Manga Plus by Shueisha also exists, but this one's different because this app's entirely free and it owns Shueisha properties, which is what all the other apps seem to be displaying. However, you can only read like the first 3 and last chapters for a lot of the series, but there are some series you could read the entire thing and they're not available on the Viz Media app or the Shonen Jump app. And to clarify, this isn't about manga apps, this is about the Shonen Jump app. I just had to mention these two apps existing because it kind of doesn't make sense to me. Because they all have Shueisha properties, they should only really be one app. Hey, you guys ever notice how it seems like, you know, there's like a bunch of different soda companies, each with their own soda, then you realize it's just 2 companies that hold all of the sodas? That's kind of what Shueisha is with manga. Shueisha owns so many weekly manga. They own weekly Japanese Playboy. Also, there's weekly Japanese Playboy. Like, considering how much manga Shueisha has, I don't see why kind of separated with these 3 apps. Like, it's happening out of Japan. I know they need someone to publish it, but I feel like they should focus it all into like one super app and contain like all of their friggin' properties on it. Except, I mean, maybe not weekly Playboy, just like the ones that are about manga. We'll keep those. Stop. I know what you're thinking. Isn't it unreasonable to ask them to make their thousands and thousands of manga available for only $2 a month? Well, yes, it is. Which is why we should raise the price from $2 a month. Ah, shut up. Shut up. Oh, what's that? I didn't know poor people watch my videos. Oh, what's that? Oh, you're 13 and you can't get a job? Don't worry, buddy, got the thing right for you. Here you go, buddy. Here's a pirate hat. Wear it proudly, wear it proudly. And now that we're on the topic of pirate hats, this is why I'm making the recommendations that I am. Older anime and manga fans know where to find manga online, and the Shonen Jump app lacks incredibly when you compete with free. I mean, I went on about how it has classics like, you know, the old big 3, the new big 3, but the thing is like, for the older stuff like that, most of you have already read it, so like for older anime fans, it's kind of a hard sell to get them to get this app, but newer anime fans, they probably just eat it up, so I definitely recommend if you're a new anime fan to get the app. But to appeal to older fans, I think they need much more manga. Like, Shueisha owns so much manga. The only big manga that I think Shueisha doesn't own is Berserk. I'm probably stupid. There has to be more, but like off the top of my head, I'm like, yeah, I guess they don't own Berserk. And we've seen that Netflix model work before. Like, you need to compete with convenience. You could find all these movies online, but like, Netflix makes it so convenient. I think the Shonen Jump app has the potential to do it, which is why I think newer anime fans are probably on it, or people who are dedicated to supporting the industry. I'm talking about people who don't really care about that, but just want to read manga in a good place. With their stranglehold of manga, there's just so much they could put in. Like, if you look at like all the big Shonen Jump series, it's there. Look at Young Jump, missing these series. Look at Jump SQ, missing these series, and goes on with the other stuff. It's all, not to say that the manga here, it's a bad selection, because it's good, but like, it could definitely be more. And I think it needs to be to convince some of the older manga fans to be like, you know what, I will pay for this app. But the thing is, even when I say this, I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, because the only change that has happened to this app that I can think of since it came out is there's a favorite section. And why do you need a favorite section? It's like, it keeps track of your manga when you're reading the chapters, so like, maybe you don't want to forget your favorite manga to read again, but I don't know, I feel like better change needed to come. If they want to keep volumes and sell them, that's fine if you want to own digital volumes. And I wouldn't really use it, I find them pointless because I think physical volumes are the way to go, but whatever. Anything they need to do to keep getting money. I think stuff like Kaguya and Hunter x Hunter, I don't think they should only be available for purchases volumes. I think they should be available for free chapters. And like I said, they probably like put some pressure on you to try and get these volumes. I feel like that's why if we up the price, not a lot, just a little bit, and then rapidly increase the selection of manga, I think we can really get a lot of people on this app. And even though I consider myself an older anime fan, I've been watching subs since like the 6th grade, I still use that because it's just so convenient to me. I'm primarily an anime watcher, even though I still read mangas. But like the app, it's just good, it's there, like it's so convenient for me when I have to read a manga and it's not on the app, like my chances of reading it, they drop a little bit, to be completely honest. While having a lot of popular manga and a good user interface for reading the manga, the Shonen Jump app suffers from a non-competitive catalog, subpar UI while browsing, and a number of licensing issues that stop the app from reaching its full potential. I give the Shonen Jump app 3 out of 5 stars. I'm LeeTSimba, and thanks for watching. Also comment down below if you want me to kill my Death Note. I'll see you guys next time.